My name is Professor Catherine Brown. I'm a professor in human geography here at UCD Geography, and really excited to introduce some of what we think are fantastic world-leading master's courses. And I've invited each of the program leaders to speak a bit about their course. They're going to introduce themselves, and then they're going to tell us the best thing about their program. And we're going to see, the key things that really we think you will get from your program.
Welcome to everybody. My name is Alan Jones. I'm one of the professors in geography. My specialism is geopolitics and political geography. And Kath, as you've heard, has just asked me to say the one thing, but I planned many things. So I'm going to say it in a rather long paragraph. It's a unique program. It's the only one in Ireland. And one of the strengths of it, I think, are the students that we attract. They're international, they're high caliber, they're committed, they're hardworking, and most importantly, they're engaged in a program that brings together political geography and geopolitics. It's a program that will hopefully enhance your conceptual understanding of world politics. It's taught by academics who are leading researchers, who have mastered their material and will help you navigate your route through it. As part of this long paragraph on the positive of the program, it's a program that's not just Anglo-centric or Anglo-American centric. It's one that looks at geopolitics from other perspectives in the global south. One of the highlights, the capstone of it, is a field class to Brussels, where you will get to meet and interview high-level diplomats and policy practitioners. And most importantly for you, if you're going to invest in a master's program, it's a program that has very obvious career routes for you, be it in the European Commission, international organization, NGOs, and so on.
Welcome everybody. My name is Jackie Craig and I'm a professor and currently head of school of geography. So it's a very proud moment to see these wonderful graduate programs that we have on offer here today. I'm currently the director of a new MSc in Risk, Resilience and Sustainability. My colleague Jonathan Turner is also involved in that program as well. So thanks for being here. The one great thing I can say about the program really is its relevance to everything that's happening in the world today. I think every image, every scene that we see come across our news feed, many of our global challenges as a society are embedded into this master's. It's the first of its kind in terms of its interdisciplinarity between natural earth sciences and the social sciences. And I think that's borne out, and it's one of the options for the field trip to Vietnam, for example, where we look at risks and also community vulnerability to risks and hazards. Just like everyone is going to say here, I think that career opportunities are tremendous, particularly in the area of sustainability and resilience as we know them today. But more importantly, I guess the set of skills that you get through the masters, GIS, remote sensing, data analysis, but also the ability to solve some of the problems that we're experiencing on the planet today.
Welcome everyone to this session, and thanks for being here, interested in geography. I think, as Jackie said and Alan reiterated, we have an enormous kind of skill set within the school that ranges across social, economic, and environmental sciences, really. What I'm talking about, what I'm going to cover is the Masters in Geospatial Data Analysis. I'm currently the director of that program, which has been running for the last 3 years. And there's 3 words really that describe the program: is that it's really applied. So it's all about skills and practical application of both GIS and remote sensing, but you'll also live with very strong research skills. At the core of the program is the application of GIS and research remote sensing software, I suppose, to solve real life problems. So it's about mapping, spatial analysis, problem solving, and informing decision making. And you can take these skills into any direction because the optional modules will allow you to go either towards the social sciences or the environmental sciences. The skills are really transferable, so that's my second strength that I want to highlight about this program. It's applied, as I mentioned, through the social, economic, and environmental sciences, but it's also growing in terms of decision support and community engagement. So GIS is increasingly sought after in governmental agencies, NGOs, consultancies, planning departments, and so on. And because of this, the employability is also huge. So approximately 80% of our students have found GIS related job at just as soon as they finish the program. And the program comes with paid internships. Well, no, it doesn't come with it, but there is huge opportunities to get paid internship even before you complete the program. So our students are currently applying for these internships. So they'll be, I suppose, combining that work experience with their dissertation over the summer months.
Hi everybody, my name is Niamh Moore-Cherry and I am the Programme Director for the MA Geography, which is the longest running master's programme we have in the School of Geography, and it's in existence continually since 1995. So it's a very well established programme. I think the strength of MA Geography is geography has the highest levels of full-time employment among all social science graduates. And one of the reasons for that is because of the key skills and knowledge that you gain as a geographer. And the MA Geography is key to that. Geography is the integrating discipline, and I'm very passionate about the fact that we are the bridge between the humanities, social sciences, and natural sciences. And the MA Geography allows you to continue to build that integration in terms of what's on offer in the program. So you will master key skills in GIS, research, communication, teamwork, and analytical skills, along with your academic knowledge from the areas that you are interested in. And I think as the last year has shown us, flexibility, adaptability, the ability to deal with complex issues and circumstances is a key attribute that we all need to have. And the MA Geography helps equip you with all of those attributes and skills.
The masters that I'm here representing is the MSE Special Topography, and it's not solely based in the School of Geography, so it does sit slightly apart. It's a joint offering between the School of Geography and the School of Sociology. And what we aim to do as part of our masters is to provide you a grounding in spatial demography, as the title would say. So we're bridging technical and theoretical elements as part of this master's course to equip the students with skills to analyse population trends that shape current and future population trajectories. So with global populations hitting 7.8 billion, we're at a point currently globally where we need more information and people engaged in research on fertility, mortality, aging, health, and migration. So this master's allows you to combine key skills in data programming and geographic information systems with population analytics and challenges. So you get a comprehensive foundation in transferable, highly valued market skills, but coming at it from two different disciplinary perspectives.
I'm just going to finish because I'm the program leader for Critical Geographies, Power and Inequalities. And I think the best thing about the Critical Geographies Masters is that it gives you the tools and flexibility, as Niamh says, to understand the world in order to change it. And that's, you know, one of the key things that we want to think about and do in the Critical Geographies Masters. So actually, this year we spent a lot of time thinking about COVID and the effects that's had on students and the effects that's had on people's lives and that kind of thing. But next year we might think about something completely different. What is a great thing about the offerings in UCD Geography is their diversity, but that we bring you together in different programs or different classes to actually have discussions across this difference and diversity, which pushes you in new ways that you might not have considered or thought about. You know, so we have research modules and other modules where students work together from different programs to really create new understandings that are not just within your small cohort or your small area. And that has worked, you know, we've worked really hard this year to ensure that's happened virtually, as much as, you know, we do in every other year, to make sure that we have coffee mornings and pizza and all kinds of things. So we look forward to welcoming you, not just into your individual program, but into the school as a whole as well, with all that that has to offer.
The field class takes place usually in March. It's a field class that we offer to Geopolitics, but also to the other programs, as Kath has just mentioned. And it's a field class that engages with diplomats. It's really to get under the skin of diplomats and policy practitioners to see exactly what's going on in the production of geopolitics. So, for example, in a couple of weeks, despite COVID, we're going to be meeting diplomats through Zoom. So currently lined up are the Icelandic ambassador to NATO, the Norwegian ambassador to the European Union, the head of interpretation in the European Commission, and so on. So each of the students on that module will be responsible for chairing a meeting, working up questions to ask the diplomats, and then writing a project on it. Usually, obviously, we're in Brussels for it. In some years, I've taken the group to Iceland, but it works very well, and it is a selling point for the degree, and probably one of the most enjoyable parts, both for me as a lecturer and also for the students on the program.
There's a number of opportunities for fieldwork within risk resilience, mainly delivered from my colleagues. So there is a core module on hazards and natural risks that involves local fieldwork to areas around Dublin, obviously COVID permitting, but the core elements, I guess, are a choice really between a field trip to Vietnam, which is run by our colleague, Dr. Christine Bonin. Christine has had a long-serving project there, an Irish Aid funded project, and has developed, you know, incredible links really with indigenous communities in many parts of Vietnam. So that's an exciting opportunity. Or alternatively, if you're looking at sustainable cities, for example, and urban sustainability and resilience, then you might look at the opportunity through Neve's field trip to London, which looks at, you know, exciting aspects of building cities forward better and the resilience required. So those are a couple of the opportunities through risk.
The value of a geography degree and a geography master's program is that it gives you that range of skills that we were mentioning. So you come away with it not just with a conceptual or a theoretical understanding, which is really important because that's where kind of cutting edge research is, but with a range of skills. And increasingly, that's what's going to be important for people in terms of applying those skills in different arenas. So as I know has said, we've had a lot of students, I suppose, go into GIS careers. We have students who have an urban focus, who are working in a range of different careers. We have one who's worked for Habitat for Humanity, working with communities in terms of building kind of affordable housing and shelter. We have others who then decide to take the kind of skills that they get and go into careers that are less obvious. Some civil society, some charity sector organizations. We have others that go into business. Because corporate social responsibility is a really big thing in businesses today, and the kinds of knowledge and skills you get from geography would certainly help with that. And then, I mean, I was just myself looking recently online at kind of employment websites, and the number of companies looking for sustainability officers is phenomenal. And they're the kinds of things that geographers go into. So I'll hand over to Alan now.
Very briefly, some of my past students, when I turn on the TV at night, I see their faces. So BBC Environment correspondent, head of HSBC Europe, India correspondent for Sky, and so on and so forth. So the Geopolitics degree is one that will offer a number of opportunities. I'm keeping an eye on the clock here, but in recent years, we've had students going into European Commission, into journalism, into NGOs based in both Dublin and also in Brussels. We talked about internships earlier on. One of the good things about doing a master's degree is that you build your contacts, and a number of students who've gone on the field trip have developed contacts with various embassies and so on, and have then gone on to do internships after getting their master's degrees. So it was a first stage to developing a career, for example, in the European Commission through a stagiaire program or whatever it might be. So many opportunities. Some of them are listed in the flyers that are available on the document site on the program for today. But just to reiterate what Neva said, plenty of opportunities in career terms with geography MA programs and MSc programs.